damage over time as it's close. If he can teleport once more, he got it!
Amazing play by Whiteboy. For those of you who don't know how his trait works, as soon as he summons the gas, as soon as he turns it on, if his opponent is near him, it does slow damage over time, and it builds up his trait, eventually giving him access to a full screen low.
And it can kill, as you saw, just by being near him. So he has guaranteed KO situations, and that was one of them. The teleport's pretty slow, but it doesn't matter if all you need is that little bit of DOT. Trying to move forward, away from the interactable. Yep, got it.
Great
advantage. Love it. Block the bat, then immediately pressing a button. Knows there's not much block stun there.
Great wake-up command grab by Whiteboy, reading the situation the right way again.
Oh, okay, very nice. The escape was there at the right time.
Little misexecution by Forever King, very unlike him. Not really sure what's going on here. Got something going with the up battering on the meter burn. Forever King doesn't have any bars, so he's gonna opt to go back to zoning, keeping him away, slowly building meter, but with every battering, he's losing a little bit more real estate and finding himself in the corner, but meter burn rolls out. Whiteboy did not see it coming.
Yeah, very nicely timed. Whiteboy just grown too used to his own meter burn dash. Oh, he woke up through it, sick. Love the delay.
Yeah, it was incredible timing by Whiteboy, or mistiming by Forever King.
Yeah.
Forever King closes out the first bar with the up battering.
You're right, he keeps putting himself into the corner, but with that meter burn roll, if you can establish that as a consistent way to escape, you see Whiteboy now probably looking for it.
Yeah, definitely looking for it. Forever King does have one more bar left to use. He uses the first one on that up battering, uses this one for the reset.
He's trying to get out of there.
You don't want to move, just block the overhead and then respect the plus frames.
A lot of meters on Whiteboy's side. Only one.
I think that's good. That one gets you 15%. The next one would have only got him 10. And if you use the third one, that's only an additional 5. So I like the decision by Whiteboy. He'd rather use the meter to really inflict some damage on Forever King when he finally gets his hands on him.
Right, and it's important too for getting advantage situations like we just saw. Very close to chip. Yeah, followed up forward two.
Forever King knew in that situation blocking was going to be a lose-lose option there, so he either had to wake up or just get out of there and establish a little more zoning, but, you know, Whiteboy's not far behind.
And as he's doing this, he's getting meter, which he can then use to try to escape, but no, meter for forward 3.
The hitbox,
not much.
That hitbox on the forward 3 is amazing.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, big confirm now. And I love Forever King breaking out of it.
He clashes almost immediately. He has the meter advantage, has the options to use 2 bars, gets 25%.
Trying to move forward just like that. Oh, the bat. But he's not going to get another one for a little bit. This is maybe a time to strike, trying to forward one through. Wake up. Patience from Whiteboy, not enough.
As soon as you said it, he just impatiently jumped out of there, not blocking the back one.
He has shown a lot of patience in trying to move through this. Okay. And you know he goes in rather than staying away. He goes for the overhead.
Whiteboy's doing a great job of blocking for the most part.
Oh, I think he wanted air to air. It didn't work. At this point, meter burn, battering plus bats as soon as he gets one. He's going to be just about close to sealing the deal. Oh, he meter burn dashed through. Teleport. He might still be able to do this. Trying to follow up big command grab. He can't take anything. Hold on now. Oh, the wake up slide. He was looking for a backdash.
That was beautiful reactions by Forever King, realizing he was right in front of him. And he wasn't beating out the slide. He was just getting a little too handsy there. Just wanted all his buttons all over him.
Look, you spend all that time trying to chase an opponent down, and then you feel, this is my moment. I gotta take it right now. And you can get a little bit ahead of yourself. So he's gonna stick with Scarecrow, different stage. Going to the swamp.
Slaughter Swamp.
Got the truck on one side, got the can on the other.
The alligator or the crocodile. Not sure
whichever. You gotta look at the mouth, right? Oh, he's trying to stay on top, and it actually worked out.
The wrong wave. Getting hit by the back 2-3. Back 2-3 is such an amazing string. Keeps Batman so far away from you and just lets him do what he does best, just zone you with batarangs.
Building meter the whole time. It doesn't matter to him if he goes into the corner. We've seen he's able to escape. Set it up with the bat or with meter burn roll, either way.
All right, but Forever King finally out of real estate in the corner, and Whiteboy.
There's that trap. Yeah, you gotta worry about it. I'm surprised he went in as he just did.
I think he was trying to dash in and block the trap low. Didn't want any part of it. Didn't want it to be an option for Forever King.
Bats there again. Could be very tough to avoid chip death.
Forever King completely content with just building meter, using the Batarang, the
Look at
meter.
the patience. And jumps at perfect timing. But he's still caught in the corner. And that trap's already gone. And now maybe it's time. Well, not what he wanted there. In there. Air to air, but instead it's jump 2.
Whiteboy was anticipating Forever King to not move, and I think that was a big, bold assumption. Forever King, a very aggressive player when he can be, when he wants to be, especially when he's playing Batman.
Yeah, you can see the patience, of course, but he has excellent pressure, too.
Totally okay with just sitting back, battering all day until he gets in the corner.
You know, that first game was really well negotiated by Whiteboy, but this is often how the matchup can end up going. It's hard for Scarecrow to move through, and it's hard for him to stop exactly that. The bat comes, Batman gets time to move, he has a ton of meter, and you don't want to clash because that's going to be your ass. It's a bad situation.
What a beautiful combo, beautiful display of execution by Forever King. Spends the whole time zoning. When he had the one and only opportunity to really inflict damage, he does it perfectly.
Oh, he pressed the downs.
Did he really?
Come on, man.
Really? Absolutely disrespectful.
Batman, Scarecrow, fighters are
Back to Scarecrow again.
Ship.
Maybe trying to find, well, he's got a pretty cool hood on. That's cool. Nice hood.
I like the hat.
I like the hat. Yeah, that's nice. It's all good. It's all good. But he might be trying to find a stage that doesn't allow Batman to have good corner control. But we're back here.
Yeah, the stages in this game are very important. You have to be very familiar with all the interactables, which ones, different characters can throw, which ones are unblockable, which ones hit low, which ones hit overhead. So much game knowledge.
And no anti-air. It's tough to deal with Batman Jump 2 as he approaches. Excellent hitbox on it. Boy, trying to get in range for anything. Here it is, down 2, he was looking for the jump. Maybe the chance. And air-to-air jump 2.
All right, Whiteboy getting something going, is getting something going, drawing down Forever King's life bar little by little, but he does it. He's got a nice, healthy lead. He's got at least 70% over Forever King's first bar.
Ooh, trying to keep it up if possible. He didn't quite get it. And now, we got Whiteboy still in the corner. He lets the jump come out.
Grapple, what's Forever King gonna do? Pay attention to the Oki setup or pay attention to that big drop. Doesn't matter, converts into something else. I think we call those American resets.
Oh, his grab. Out of the corner, unfortunate for Whiteboy. Now he's got to chase down the whole way. Jump 2, though, to the rescue. Will there be a clash? Frankly, there is.
Forces the clash. Whiteboy takes that tiny little sliver of gray bar and just runs with it, taking an entire mile away from Forever King, forcing him to use his clash, the one and only clash you get for every game.
Yeah, and that was an expensive one too. 3 bars spent by Forever King. So now it's going to be a while until he has something like Peterburn Roll or the ability to snipe with grapple for big damage.
Here he is, slowly building it up, and a great teleport by Whiteboy, perfectly timed so he wouldn't get punished, but unfortunately couldn't get something going. So just being very, very patient. Chucking the interactable, getting 2 dashes in there, and taking away all that breathing room that Forever King's looking for.
Slowly moving into the corner. Already 3 bars for Forever King. He spends 1 to get pressure. Overhead blocks. Oh, punishable, but didn't take it.
Did not, too scared.
Just rather go back to the safety of
Batarang.
Yeah, just distance. Jump 2 with the snipe from so far. And push block. He built enough meter. Why not? Here he comes. 1 more could do it. A lot of advantage on that. Can you get in there? Not quite. Batman's back. He's going to look for this. He has the way to kill.
Now he's got the gas all around him.
3.
It's hurting Forever King every time he goes near him.
But he might kill first. That's what... No! Oh, and he dies after all! Again! The gas!
Incredible play by Whiteboy. Completely well calculated, knowing that Batman has such short limbs that when he combos you, he has to be right next to you.
Yeah.
Forever King just didn't see it coming, thought that he'd had enough health to take it, and just didn't work out for him. Now this is tied up 2-2. Tiebreaker game.
Great block on the low, far, safe sweep.
For the interactable, barely missing Batman, but Whiteboy gets something going. He's got Batman in the corner. Let's see what the mix-up is.
He can punish well. Okay, grab back into the corner. Yes.
Beautiful back throw by White
Oh,
Boy.
interesting idea from that far. And he keeps it up. That's 2 bars gone for Forever King.
2 bars completely wasted. Didn't get him out of anything. White Boy was able to continue the combo. You know, in this matchup, meter means nothing to Batman. He just keeps building it with Batarangs, building it every time he has that full screen to walk back from.
Where's he going? Reset, overhead block. Great block as well.
Blocking
Still
for
blocks
days.
and knew that he could interrupt right there. Excellent defense. Perfectly timed jump as well, though. Oh,
Great
wanted to
conversion.
grab, but
Great conversion with the jump in 3.
he might be able to do the same kind of fear gas kill, but he's not going to go for it here.
No, he doesn't want to take the damage. He knows a player like Forever King's going to react to that.
Oh, too far.
Oh, looking for something.
And a little bit too slow. Interrupted. Can he get the chip kill? He does.
Now, although those mechanical bats do have a lot of hit stun, they have almost no block stun. So whenever you block any, just press a button. It's going to come out immediately in the parry. Whiffed out by White Boy.
That bat didn't kill, but okay. The big explosion does. We're on the final life bar. This is to get into winners finals.
The winner of this is guaranteed 3rd place.
The patience from White Boy. Still patient. Overhead is blocked. Still blocked. Look at this. Look at this. And he saw the button through last time. Love it.
I think White Boy got a little jittered from that chant. Just being opened up by that forward 3. Very unlike him.
No meter spent for Forever King. I think White Boy was looking for him to spend one. Because as you said, Batman builds meters so quickly.
Oh yeah, watch it. Every battering gets a little bit more meter. Not too much.
Out of the air. Okay, now this is exactly where White Boy wants to be, but not anymore. Okay. Okay.
Now, Forever King does have his Clash ready. You can see the shield icon at the top by Batman's name.
He doesn't want to give him the Clash. Oh, and there's the down one. Didn't it gave him the Clash?
You can't test the reactions of a player like Forever King. You give him one opportunity to clash, you know he's going to do it.
I'm very surprised he only spent 2, considering how fast he builds meter. I think considering how relevant any hit is at this point.
Yeah, I think he was hoping that White Boy wouldn't spend anything. So I think that was a good decision by White Boy. He prevented him from getting back 10%.
But you know that White Boy is safe from pressure from Batman right now because he has the gas on. The gas is there.
Gas is on, but it went away.
Right. Oh, there it is. White Boy takes it over Forever King. Scarecrow versus Batman, and he does it. He's in winners finals. How about that? People have been talking about Scarecrow in a bunch of different ways. Some folks think he's top 10. Some people don't see it, but I'll tell you, in winners finals at the 2nd huge tournament of Injustice 2's life, that's pretty good.
Yeah, White Boy, very impressive display of matchup knowledge, knowing that he had to just be very patient and pick his battles, just go in there, and it really takes a toll on you. It really, really does. Now, guys, check out this replay right here. White Boy just diving in, trying to get something. Look at all the life that he had to take before getting in here in the first match. He was at such a huge life deficit, and he somehow managed to bring it back, making the right decision every single time, knowing when Forever King wanted to wiggle out of there.
Yeah, try to. Batman. Yeah, look at the reaction. You can't blame him. Like you said, it's mentally taxing to deal with that Batman style. And so when you finally get the kill, you just feel absolved. You feel so good. So Forever King is going to go down to losers as a result. Forever King has been doing so well.
He's
got a bunch of different characters, and I think that was the right one among his cast of characters.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the mechanical bats are all over you, and they lead into so much damage.
Well, coming up next, we're going to have Dragon versus Slayer. Slayer qualified through a very tough bracket, including Burrito Voorhees. Great name. And Emperor Theo.
Theo, yeah, that was a huge win for Slayer. Absolutely exhausting set. Just waiting out Theo, out being more patient than one of the most patient players I've seen in any fighting game. And
I thought that was so impressive. His patience, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's in that matchup historically, Slayer versus Theo. Theo's the patient one, and Slayer is more about the offense, but he forced Theo to play offense.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I think the key difference is the fact that Slayer kept going, competing with MKX, where Theo just kind of like took a little backseat and disappeared for a little bit, grew a beard. But Slayer learned so many things about what makes him a strong player, what makes him a weak player, and how to expose.
And it's very
patience.
important that for Slayer that he do well. I mean,
yeah.
he wakes up in the morning. He was telling me his whole schedule, right? Wakes up in the morning, he goes to work out, he spends some time with family and friends, and then he just plays for 10 hours.
At least, I'm
And
sure
he just,
some of those
he
days
just
it's
grinds
more.
it out, right? Not just playing against people, but looking in training mode for little situations, trying to squeeze out everything that he can. All the matchup knowledge. He wants to be prepared for everything. And this whole weekend, he's been asking everybody, am I playing well? Could I be doing things better? I'm playing well, right? Like, it's super important to him. And when he finally did get into top 8, saw his reaction. He was so enthusiastic about it.
I'm not surprised, especially after Combo Breaker, how well he did there, making top 8 almost, and getting all the way to winners finals. This Slayer's a force to be reckoned with. He's getting better at every tournament I see him in.
Yeah. And has been good. So that progression is impressive. And then his opponent is going to be Dragon on the other side of winners there. So this is to get into winners finals. You know that's against White Boy, but it will be either Dragon or Slayer. Dragon as well. Extremely strong player. Also a young guy. Hasn't been playing for as long as Slayer has at the highest level, but still at this point, a good couple years of being on the circuit, and especially the last year, towards sort of the last half of MKX, really came into his own as one of the best in the world.
Yeah, I feel like Dragon is the player with the least amount, or the who hasn't really been playing Injustice 1 as much as everyone else in this top 8. Everyone else in this top 8 are Injustice 1 top players, except for Dragon. But Dragon's really holding his own. He's really impressive. Making his big breakthrough in MKX and jumping in this entirely different game. MKX is a game where it's just all about aggression, all about, rewarding whoever's applying offense. And Injustice kind of like, it's more about like being in the middle, not too much on aggression, a little bit more on zoning and being patient.
Well, I mean, he had excellent pressure, right? And he typically picked characters that allowed him to pressure safely. So I think he kind of learned about that stuff. It wasn't necessarily like the overhead low mix-ups. That wasn't really his game. It was more frame traps and the like. And in playing Katana, I feel like he sort of figured out how to play the zoning style, the patient style towards the end of MKX. And I think that really is to his benefit in this game. He is going to be, he's been playing a couple of different characters. I've seen sorry, just got a little word there. I've seen Aquaman from him and Pamela as well. A couple of different ones from him. I really like the mid-range game that he plays with her. Extremely strong. He can set things up really well for himself. He can sort of build the space, build a ton of meter for himself. A lot of chip damage available when the trade's out. And he plays that extremely strongly. For Slayer, a few different characters for him too.
Yeah, he's going to use a lot of Black Adam, Aquaman, just whoever he really needs to get the job done. I haven't seen mostly Black Adam this entire weekend.
Yeah.
And Slayer just, he's got that competitive edge. As soon as the game comes out, he needs to find what's really good.
For sure.
And what's going to get me that W, what's going to get me to top 8. And, with so much money on the line here with this entire league, this is no exception. Slayer's all about not playing who's fun, but playing who's the best. No, seriously. Some players aren't like that. Some players can't do that. Some players can't get into the skin of a character that's just way too good. They're just, I don't know, I guess they feel dirty. Like, I don't want to play this top-tier character.
Well, yeah, I mean, the guy in Winners Finals right now has been in that situation a few times before. White Boy's been there, but I think he's got a good one for himself now. And then the loser side, as we're setting things up, let's talk a little bit about Illusions versus Theo. I guess actually we're ready for the players to come in.
We got the intros for you guys. Pay close attention to the crowd. Here he is, Dragon, the young gun, the not legacy player.
No.
Getting the crowd hype, feeling it. Body by the ropes, it's okay.
Got Guido in there already, doing the TO work, setting things up. Well, not the best entrance in the world, but maybe we'll get some redemption on the next one.
I think we'll find that entrance. Every top 8 usually has at least one amazing entrance, so. Slayer, that's the look of a confident man who's ready to solidify his place in Winners Finals. He's ready to go through Dragon. He is not scared.
Yeah, both looking confident up there. They've both been in this kind of situation before.
Yeah, both very familiar with pressure.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just something that kind of comes with time. Being able to deal with something, being able to deal with a crowd screaming behind you, people watching at home, and, you know, just so much on the line. These guys, it's not going to affect either of these guys.
All right, well, there'll be checking buttons real fast. But for Slayer, so mentioned a few different characters. You said Black Adam is who he's been playing the most. I think that's right.
We're probably going to be seeing Black Adam versus Aquaman.
Right.
I don't see Dragon going any other way.
Black Adam.
Slayer dressed in all black for the occasion.
Aquaman.
Already on Black Adam.
Fighters approaching
Okay,
Red Sun
looks
Prison.
like you're right.
Oh yeah.
And Black Adam's been one of the most selected characters throughout the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Showing
said
up
by-
all over the place.
It's said by most that people feel like he's the best character in the game right now. But, you know, the game's new. Maybe there's some things we don't know.
Right, of course. All right.
Slayer displaying the teabag ability.
So among those 10 hours of practice per day,
Yes.
what do you think? 1 or 2, maybe 3 hours per day?
At least 2 hours a day.
Just pressing it down.
Yeah, practicing teabagging Dragon for this very specific situation. Oh, he's
Aw.
what a sweet guy. Slayer, what a sweetheart. How do you do that to someone? Just hug them knowing that you're about to beat the living snot out of them in front of everyone here at CEO.
Yep, you got to turn it around real fast. Because this is to get into Winners Finals, Dragon versus Slayer. Kind of a funky matchup between these two characters. They can't zone in maybe the way that they normally like to. They can both punish some of each other's full screen options. Not quite there.
You don't want to be the first to do the black magic because Aquaman's going to meet you with that tentacle strike. Slayer's just testing the waters, trying to see what's going on here.
Okay,
Trying to
turns
get
on the trade immediately. You can see that it will drop him out of combos, but he still takes damage from it, and he took a chunk of life in doing so.
Yeah, every time Aquaman uses this trait, it does, as long as his feet are on the ground, it does get him out of combos.
But that EX Lightning, still major damage, even during the trade. All right, so Black Adam maybe trying for the pressure at this point.
I think Slayer,
Waking up.
Slayer wanted to throw him a little bit closer to the corner.
Woo!
Beautiful
Went in.
first round by Dragon.
Both these characters have a ton of different options. It's not just that they are zoning, it's that they can pressure up close. You know, they have mobility, counter zoning options.
Great throw by Slayer. Has the trade out. That trade throws unblockable orbs around Black Adam. As long as you touch them, you're taking the damage, and they'll do things like buff up the damage on a regular throw. As you just saw there, great down 2 into trade by Slayer, forcing the clash. Now, Dragon is one of the players that clashes almost immediately every single time I've seen him up on stream.
Well, he got almost all of his life back in that situation. Just won't be able to break out of a combo again. And against Black Adam, you know, you're taking half your life on many combos. You got to play safety first.
I don't like Dragon's decision to clash that specific combo, especially when you're dealing with a character like
Yeah,
Black
totally
Adam
with
who
you.
gives you 60%. Those are the combos you want to avoid. He just got a simple down 2 into trade. It wasn't going to do as much damage as he thought.
Ooh, yep.
And that meter burn back 3 only gives you 1 hit of armor, and those lightning strikes meter burned are 3 hits. Back 3 from Dragon. Slayer opting not to use his clash. He does have 1 bar, but most Black Adam players love holding onto it.
Right. If he gets hit again, though, well, okay, couldn't really keep up there. No whip punish. Spends it immediately. Now, no meter.
The time on the
It's a
orbs
clash.
is going out. Let's see if Slayer dives in or just kind of waits it out. He's waiting.
That's another bar. And spends it. Chip is becoming an issue now. Oh, he went in. Well, yeah, Slayer still had that. I think he was looking for a whiff punish on the landing recovery, but just wasn't far enough.
And neither player has any bars, so in that situation, it's more of just a simple mechanic to get rid of a combo. You get it one time.
There it is.
for every
I
game.
love it. Yep. He saw the buttons coming out from Dragon and immediately 4-1 into punish.
Slayer jumping out of his chair. It's just the first match. It's just the first game, Slayer.
He's got a long road ahead, especially against somebody like Dragon. You know, it's not going to be easy. Dragon considering things.
I really don't think he's going to stray away from Aquaman. I just don't think his Poison Ivy is going to be enough to deal with Slayer. And he specifically picks this character to deal with Black Adam,
Right.
which are everywhere.
Right, yeah, of course. It's a character you have to know how to deal with.
Approaching the Batcave.
There's even some Black Adams in the crowd. as you can
That's
see.
right, yeah. Well, okay, he's just gonna run it back with Aquaman. We'll see if he can make some different decisions, maybe play this a little bit differently. He was looking for the approach there from Black Adam. It was important moving forward. String is a high, which you can poke underneath.
Beautiful spacing on that jump in from Dragon, but getting a little overzealous there, eating the Palpatine from Black Adam.
Pressure all of a sudden. We didn't really see this style that much from Slayer before. Oh, couldn't keep it up though. Advantage, yep.
Oh, you don't want to be in the corner against Aquaman. The strings are too good, and taking the hit on the back 1-2, well, the back 1-2-3 is not an option here. Slayer finally bullying his way out, but
in between. Into the corner, yes.
beautiful stage awareness by Dragon.
Ooh, wasn't looking to block the overhead dive kick coming in.
Yeah, I think Dragon was a little too scared of the low lightning, and he was looking for it, and Slayer just gave him a nice big boot to the face.
And super fast air dive kick too.
Interesting choice by Slayer to toss him towards the center of the screen. Most players would opt to go for the...
over it! And there's the clash. That could have resulted in a ton of damage.
All right, one bar apiece, but Slayer decides to hold on to it like most Black Adam players do.
Try to get in there, just a little bit of an overextension. But, you know, when you have a tiny sliver of life left on the first health bar,
Nothing.
that's all you're going to take, right?
Yeah,
There's
not much to lose.
out of the air. Nice work. With the trade on as well. And now Dragon with a slow approach, not looking for the Palpatine right through electricity.
Oh, beautiful forward throw by Slayer, keeping Aquaman in the corner, keeping him away, and he was looking for it to anti-air, it didn't. And here comes Dragon, capitalizing with a full combo, ending it with a sweep for the Oki situation. Just gets a nice meter burn trident
Down
rush.
two.
He's been down twoing almost every single time in that
A
situation.
jump's over, we got a clash. Yep, there it is.
Now again, is the Black Adam player gonna hold on to the one and only bar he's got, or is he gonna use it to get 50% back? No, he's using it to get 50% back. He's got the trade up,
And
just
hey,
dives
it works,
right in.
right? He knew he had access to the trade as a way to deal some damage. Even if there hadn't been a hit there, those are unblockable.
They're unblockable, but they do go away once Black Adam gets hit. If Dragon was sitting in that situation, same situation, if he just did down one, would have knocked him out of the air, converted into a big combo, but great read by Slayer.
And now Dragon
Knowing
can't
that Dragon
consider
was
it.
just paralyzed with fear, and
Yeah.
just catching him like a deer in headlights.
A couple of times when Dragon tried to move in that game, he got anti-air forward one, tried to anti-air with the electricity as well. Did Slayer, just didn't work out, but you can tell Slayer's looking for the jumps.
Great start of the match by Dragon. Look at this combo, this damage. The great thing about getting the first hit in this game is you are rewarded an entire meter for it. And that's why that combo is possible.
Yep. Oh, that's punishable. And you know Slayer's going to take advantage of it, although he could have done more.
Yeah, that was a little error there by Slayer, but I think he's going to shake out of it.
Tried to advance, but Slayer's Black Adam knew it in advance. That's the kind of damage we're talking about. Look at that.
Yeah, those are the combos you want to save your clash for. Those are the combos you want to avoid. They hurt so much.
Neither one wants to strike first. Yeah, I love the down one underneath, just as you said.
That's how you deal with Black Adam. That first hit of the string is a high.
Just wanted to steal that life bar. Mission accomplished. The skin's off the fish now.
Black Adam straight gives you almost so much guaranteed damage.
Spends the bar, willing to do it. Again, yes, he does. Look at that. Lovely whip punish.
Great whip punish and a great interruption by Dragon. Doesn't just get caught there taking it. He knows that he doesn't want to block that lightning because he's going to do full damage when he's traded up and wet like that.
No, from the deep. Just wanted to go, guys, just as I was saying it. Surprised he took the risk on it, but he did have Clash. He's got the meter advantage. 2-0 even. What can he got? 25 back.
25 back. Good decision by Dragon. He's going to build a few bars just looking for tentacle strikes from full screen or just actually getting hit.
No meter. And yeah, had to get away.
He couldn't take the chip. I think Slayer might have been better off taking the clash on purpose there.
Yeah.
Once the Trident Rush happened and getting 50% back, but it's too late. He's
Now
gotta
he's
stick with this
basically
decision.
has to pressure. No, that's gonna do it. As soon as that down one connected, that was it. Dragon had pressure for himself.
Yeah, Slayer had no more resources for push blocks. You know, he possibly could have looked for the clash, but he didn't have a bar to get back anything.
Nope.
Begin.
That was a big bad decision by Slayer.
Oh, this is a big chance. Yes, Slayer sees it, but immediately the trade. This is a chance. Oh, really? Okay. Trident Rush to the rescue.
Trident Rush is very active. The pokey, as everyone loves to call it. Or as you can hear the crowd just screaming.
Slayer trying to, oh, and he does go in. He was threatening to just look for footsies, look for anti-airs. The movement forward caught Dragon off guard. Oh, from that range? No meter though to keep it up.
That jump in two by Aquaman has such a great range, such a great jump in attack. Really, really great way to just stop zoning.
Oh, we pressed the button in between there, but here's Dragon. A lot of damage. See what the setup is. Very poor wake up on Black Adam's side. But the timing, and he doesn't get the rest.
Now he does have trait active. I don't think Slayer's sweating this tiny little sliver. However, what Dragon needs to focus on is getting as much damage as he can.
Okay.
Closed it out, pretty much tied up.
Again.
Tosses
Great
the
conversion.
Trident. Slayer looking for something and catches Dragon flinching, and Dragon catching Slayer, trying to advance in a very, very non-advantageous position.
2 bars now. What does he spend? Only 1. He can move as well.
Trade is
Dragon
active.
patient still.
Trade is active from Black Adam, but what he's looking for cancels. He's looking to get his hands on him, cancel into something.
So ready was Dragon. And still pressuring advantage on the situation. Chases down. Yes, underneath.
Great down, want to get under that string, and the one and only wake up Slayer does his entire set. Does connect. It doesn't lead into a full combo, but he is in the corner.
This is where he wants to be. No, pokes out. That might do it.
Not
No,
yet.
but this is going to do it afterward. Wow, Dragon. Okay, very nice play by Dragon, who did not take the bait of immediate from the deep. Slayer was in the air. He waited instead. He had patience, and he was able to seal the deal. 2-2 in this winner's quarters. Winner will play against White Boy. Not expecting a switch.
Don't accept the switch unless Slayer really feels his Aquaman is better than Dragon's. He could just go Aquaman himself, but his Black Adam has just been on point this entire weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
Begin.
Opening Gambit has been very important here. Okay, wow, lightning from far.
Okay, Slayer off to a great start, gets the trait activated, throws. Now let's see how White Boy reacts to it. If he's going to be conditioned to expect the throw, and if we're going to see a forward 3 from Slayer, that could lead into big damage because it's Black Adam.
Dragon trying to move forward. Patient in doing so, spends it. Nice chip. Oh, down 2, keeps it up as well.
Usually down 2s right after that meter burn, trying to rush on block. I haven't seen Dragon not do it once.
Yeah. Some patience right there from Slayer, trying to poke his way out. Blocks that, but then not the rest.
Okay, it looks like he might have just stood up a little too hard for that overhead.
Look at his corner control. Slayer trying to build something for himself. In there!
Not
Gonna
quite
be it.
yet.
But this, push block, he wants to save that life bar. No wake up. And he comes in. Here's Slayer, takes it, and he's at match point.
Coming in right after that meter burn lightning. Not a good idea. Slayer ready with that forward 1.
Oh, too far? Dragon was aware. Final life bar now for both.
This is such a close and intense match right now.
Aquaman just patient. Knows he can't from the deep safely. Down 2, right back into it. Slayer blocked. Now he's in the corner though. No whip punish. There's the low.
Doesn't check his feet, gets hit. Now Slayer can oppress all his offense, but he decides to back off. Looking
The
for
movement.
He was looking for something. He was looking for anything. Decent trade. Interactables don't do too much damage in this game, even the unblockable ones.
In there. Yeah, there's the clash. And, Slayer knew it, but he was willing to give it up. 1 bar for Dragon. Will he spend it? Yes.
For When it's a set this close, you know he's going to spend it.
Immediately into the lightning. Okay. Oh, I love it. The little delay.
Catches
Stagger,
Dragon.
that might be it.
Yeah,
that's it. And Slayer qualifies for winners finals. 3-2.
The winning play there was when Dragon was just getting a little too disrespectful, not taking the block. He didn't want to move after that string, and Slayer was all over it. He knew it was coming. He hit down one and just closed it out with Treat.
Little replay here. I love a lot of those forward one timings there from Slayer, including that one in which he kind of stole around.
Yeah, and Dragon was doing a great job the entire set, punishing it, and Slayer's just being a little bit more careful each time.
Wow, what a reaction
really,
from the two.
Really picking his moments. Slayer's.
Jubilation for Slayer, and then Dragon almost threw his pad down.
All right, guys.
Reaction to that.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, and thank you so much for watching the Injustice 2 Pro Series brought to you by PlayStation 4. We're going to be right back.
You don't even want to know protection. Detergent alone doesn't kill bacteria, but adding new Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of bacteria with 0% bleach. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
Fiverr Energy came to me and upgraded my setup. It was absolutely amazing. They got me 2 brand new 4K monitors, and it has definitely stepped up my game.
5-Hour reached out to me. I knew right away that I needed a chair upgrade really badly, and it definitely helped me out a lot. I think 5-Hour Energy and gaming, they make sense together. They're a great pair.
Fiverr Energy is the best way to go for streamers. That little boost of energy, no doubt about it. It's been freaking awesome.
Grab it, take it, and get right back into the game. Makes a big difference.
Oh yeah.
You look confused.
I just don't get. So the new Brisk is watermelon and lemonade?
What don't you get?
Is it watermelon flavored lemonade or lemonade flavored watermelon?
Let me show you, James. The Merc is a bold watermelon flavor, and the Scarab is a blast of lemonade flavor. Does that make sense? I guess it didn't matter, James, huh?
Brisk Watermelon Lemonade is available only at 7-Eleven for a limited time this summer, so get yours now.
Thanks to Old Spice Hydro Wash, my quest for hydration was finally over. Was it a mistake to use my only water to take a shower in a place devoid of all water? Only the sense of time can be the judge of that.
All right, welcome back to Injustice 2 here at CEO 2017 Top 8. And we've already decided who will be in the winners finals. That's going to be White Boy versus Slayer.
I'm sure we're going to see Scarecrow versus Black Adam, but before that, we're going to be introducing our losers matches. Now, these guys have lost one match in the tournament already, so they're only down to 1 life. Anyone who loses here is out of the tournament completely.
Let's see who we got.
Love that Black Adam in the crowd. Very beautiful. Thank you for showing us.
That's just how he looks.
So we have Noble Illusions coming to the stage, getting ready to put on a show for everyone. Here he comes.
And he was in winner's side throughout most of this tournament. It was only to get into winner's semis that he finally lost against Dragon.
Yeah, he was doing a really good job. He had a really hot run. Very impressive Batman, very impressive Black Adam, and even Green Arrow.
Yeah, several different characters. Ended up beating Silver Eye to make it here.
And, in that match against Silver Eye, he did a very great decision to ask for a blind pick. And he went with Black Adam, and he had the edge over Silver Eye. Here comes his opponent. Sonic Fox to losers.
Yeah, that happened earlier on, too.
Not only did he send Sonic Fox to losers, he sent him to losers with a 3-0 victory, destroying his dark side, shutting it down for 2 matches, forcing Sonic Fox to go to Black Adam, and then just trashing that.
I don't know that I can recall Sonic Fox losing 3-0 to anybody.
I definitely.
Like ever in the last 4 years.
That just shows you the power that is Theo.
And Theo took time off from competitive play, as we briefly mentioned earlier. He played Injustice 1 and was one of the best at it, but he didn't play it for the last year of his life. He didn't play MKX, and he came back just a couple of months ago, and he just shot to the top immediately. He just came back like he didn't take any time off at all. It looks so good.
It just shows you what solid set of fundamentals can really do for you in any fighting game. A lot of things carry over, and especially in a legacy game like this, and especially with Theo being fortunate enough that his favorite character Superman is still in the game.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was just like riding a bike again.
Yeah, mostly the same. A lot of the returning cast is mostly the same. Many of them are better, in fact. He ended up losing to Slayer, man, who is now in winners finals, but that's a match that's happened for a long time. 2 originally SoCal players. Theo's still there, Slayer now living over in Atlanta, but they have a lot of experience against each other, and Theo ended up losing it in a close one. So Theo, like I said, has shot to the top again, and a lot of people have, we're sort of expecting him to be in this top 8, but maybe not on this one.
It was an incredible set. If anyone at home or anyone here at CEO missed it, be sure to check it out when you get home.
On the winner side of the top 8.
Yeah, a lot of people were anticipating Theo. He's doing his thing. He was entering online tournaments for Injustice 2, and he was, getting second place or first place when Sonic Fox wasn't on there. But he finally did defeat him here, live, offline, very decisively 3-0. So Illusions has got to be sweating a little bit, knowing what kind of player, what kind of man he's going to be going up against. So don't get excited, guys. This is just button checks.
I was very curious which character Illusions would end up with here. It looks like it's Arrow, Green Arrow versus the Superman, of course, from Theo.
I think the play that Illusions is going with is that he might be going with something that Theo is a little bit less familiar with. If he goes with Black Adam, he's destroyed so many of them.
Right.
If he goes with Batman, very familiar character, hasn't changed much since Injustice 1, but Green Arrow has been improved immensely since the first game.
For sure, he can move while he holds the arrow. As you're seeing, that can be an overhead or low.
Well,
he can zone with it.
Look at that. Not only does Green Arrow have access to a projectile in a crouching state, he can also jump and just shoot it right where Theo wants to be. He might force Theo to go to Aquaman.
Yeah, I really like this Pixafaro, didn't it? Keep it up. I'm surprised there. Finally, forward 2 range. Oh, and he gets the hit.
Not sure
why. Love the timing.
Why was he pressing buttons there? It's a very, very plus cancel into the trade.
See one of the buffs there for his character too. Green Arrow can now meter burn. The little spinny spin, more damage on it.
More damage, more combo potential, and Theo has illusions in the corner. This is not where he wants to be. Where's the mix-up?
Reset. Theo, nice blocking. Meter burns. Here it comes. Theo. Is this the life bar?
Should be very, very close if it's
No,
not.
not quite. Oh, he gets up, but not quite.
Waiting for something. A great thing that Green Arrow does have, he does have a great slur of, or a great array of wake-up attacks. You know, he can...
Man, he is really negating that laser advantage Superman has in many matches. He can force people to move in ways that he wants. He can zone from the top left in a way that many characters can't deal with very well. But you can see from Arrow that he can deal with it.
Yeah, he's very comfortable with the zoning game. Theo needs to come to him. He needs to make something happen because if he stays full screen, I'm pretty sure this is going to go to Green Arrow.
I would think so. It certainly looks like it so far. You don't often see Superman have to negotiate the opponent's projectiles in the way that's currently happening. So that's how, yeah, it's just getting blown up. Can't shoot those eyes. That's an overhead.
Now, the regular Green Arrows don't do much, but when he does use the straight and when he does use meter, he gets the punching glove.
That said, here comes the trait. The drop, though. Oh, I wonder if he was looking for air escape, because that came previously.
Possibly. Green Arrow does have full super right now. Uses one bar to meter burn roll in. Trying to get his hands on Theo, and Theo just very quick to react. Here comes it.
Not going to do it for Theo. And out of the air!
This is so close. This is very intense.
Can he avoid this? Can he avoid this? Meter burns it, and he gets it! Oh, boy.
Great reaction by Theo. Green Arrow is a sitting duck when he is loading up his arrows, but once he gets those arrows in, he's so mobile.
Yeah.
He can stay crouched down, he can jump up, and he can just pretty much hit anything, anywhere on the screen.
I really like that character selection.
It was a great character selection. I think Illusions needs to be very confident in that choice because that first game could have gone either way.
Oh, yeah.
No way to get discouraged, and I do not agree with this at all unless he's just going for a stage change.
Yeah.
Maybe something with a little bit more mobility in the corners.
Okay.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Stick with this character. He could have easily had that. It really came down to just one decision.
You can see the randomized gear in tournament mode. Sick.
Begin.
Oh, he just can't. He can't turn those eyes on. And certainly not from that range. Not without having set it up first.
Illusions looks like he's getting a little bit more aggressive in this match. Just completely switching up the mindset.
You can see how the arrows work there. So once he loads it up, he'll have, if it's fire arrows, he'll have 3 of them. Others have different numbers.
Yeah.
But he has to load them in first. His default arrows are not that compelling.
No, definitely not. More about just getting the positioning, more about taking advantage of the hit stun.
Woohoo! Meter burn it. Yep.
Look how aggressive he's getting. Before he was completely content.
The side switch too.
He was totally content with just zoning, but right now he just wants to frustrate Theo.
Look at that round. Wow. He chased down, he zoned, he did everything in that round. Read the meter burn roll even. That allows him to set up the fire arrows again.
Green Arrow is all about getting those situations that give you a nice, clean, and safe loading of your arrows. Whatever arrows he does have, you can see there on the bottom of the screen right now. It's just the regular green arrows. He loads it up and you see the 3 fire arrows. He's got one more left.
This is so strong. Look at this gameplay.
He's turnaround.
Right. He's completely out-controlling Theo. And Theo, waited for it there. That's it. He even got Theo trying to jump. How often do you see Theo flustered in that way? Where Theo tried to jump at the wrong time? You know, you're expecting patience on Theo's side, but the control was so strong.
I've never seen such a clean victory or a clean game over someone, especially someone as strong and as great of a player as Theo. Illusions really turning it up right now, forcing Theo to go Aquaman. I didn't see Theo go Aquaman all weekend.
It's a rare character. Okay, immediately trades up for safety. But Arrow, you don't see a lot of at this level yet. Obviously, the game is very young, but the game, a lot of people are playing the same sort of half-dozen-ish characters. And this is not in that list, but maybe it should be, because you can see how strong that was against Superman.
Oh, and a great whiff punish by Theo. Amazing reaction, seeing that the jump in 3 whiff and leading into all this damage. However, he's not quite caught up yet. Illusion's still off to a great lead. He's completely content with the trade there. Oh, not quite fast enough for the reactions, but he's just gonna go resort back to his zoning game. Theo connects and a great meter burn roll out.
But doesn't see the back 2 overhead coming in. Oh, he had the right idea, but just didn't know how to deal with it. Chip death.
And the invincibility frames on Wake Up, Trident Rush save Theo in that situation. However, he doesn't have much there. Illusion just needs to get an arrow in him. He needs to just lay something on him, and he does with the slide.
That's a punish. Oh, I love the heat blocks from the deep, and his reaction is to get the fire arrows out. That's so smart. Take the time when you can.
Yeah, it's a nice clean load up by Illusions. He's got one more fire arrow left. And a great reaction by Theo standing up for the overhead. When he jumps in the air, it is an overhead projectile.
Yep, if he crouches, it's a low.
Theo feeling him out, trying to see when, and again, great reaction. Recognizing the jump in.
Chased it a little bit there. Illusion. Okay, Illusion took the hit.
I'm not worried.
Now both players have 2 bars. Let's see where the mind game is. Both of them bet the entire thing.
No meter on that from the deep, so he couldn't get much. Nice! And he continued it!
Unfortunately for Illusions, he didn't have bar to extend that combo, but I think he's okay. I think he's happy with that decision.
See him just wait for the from the deep so that he could get it going. Theo gave it to him. Great blocks.
He was trying to fake the overhead, but Theo a little too good for that.
Waiting again.
Move.
Waiting again. And he moves forward right through, but there's the trait to get him out of grounded combos. Punish, a little bit too far. I like the idea though. And there you go.
Theo taking the third game, going up 2-1 over Illusions.
Aquaman wins.
So Illusions came in with the counter he thought to Superman. He turned out right about that. But does he also have a counter for Aquaman? He's got a lot of characters.
Aquaman.
Will he go to the Atom?
Most likely would go Black Adam, but what I think Illusions is scared of is the fact that Theo could switch back to Superman, and I don't think he wants to fight Superman with Black Adam. You know, that's why, obviously, he picked Green Arrow for the first game, for the first choice. So, Illusions is thinking long-term right now. He does have a very good dead shot, a very good zoning presence with all his characters, as we saw with Green Arrow.
Right.
Just down to a T and knowing exactly when to shoot and where to shoot.
Yeah, we've seen him this weekend use Batman, Arrow, Deadshot, Black Adam.
So I think he might.
Black Adam.
Okay, Black Adam. He hovered over the Deadshot. Deadshot was a character talked about a lot earlier in this game's lifespan, the first week or two, but hasn't really figured in as strongly as maybe people thought at the start. Black Adam certainly has.
All right, who's gonna get that first hit? Illusion's looking for that low lightning to connect, and Theo reading the jump back with the trident toss.
We'll try to get the anti-air. No. Aquaman doing some damage. Down 2 does the trick.
Meter burns it for a little bit more damage.
There's that interactable, threatening it. You can see him threatening it.
No, he's not going to grab it because Tentacle Strike is there. Aquaman can Tentacle Strike at any moment in any match as long as his feet are on the ground.
But I love that he just keeps it. I just like that he's keeping that spot on screen. Knows it's strong to threaten with.
Down 2, canceled his Trident Rush. This is very fair stuff. Theo just bullying him.
Oh, he did bring the overhead the second time. Okay.
Bullying Illusions, trying to get him to flinch, trying to get him to move, using every part of that Trident.
Down 2, then Trident Rush whiffs. But you know, the down 2 did its trick. He needs to keep this corner. That's the goal.
All right, looking for the down 1 Palpatine. Black Adam has probably one of the best down 1s in this game.
Moving forward, yeah, down 1, but immediately counterpokes is Theo, and he is just completely controlling this corner. He has not let Black Adam move.
I think Illusions was just looking for his spot, and he picked it right, gets the combo. He still has access to his Clash, as you can see at the top of the screen. That little shield icon means the Clash is ready to be used.
And that is, that damage right there is part of why people rate Black Adam so highly. You can be getting your butt kicked in the corner for 30 seconds and get a hit, and the life bar is gone.
You will die.
All right, Black Adam does have 1 bar. He's going to use it for 50% or hold on to it for some combo potential. No, he decides to use it 50% back. Trade his
nice jump timing!
You cannot test the reactions of Theo, seeing exactly when that lightning was coming out, seeing that huge tell from Black Adam raising his hand behind his head, and he was just ready to jump in with the jump into full combo convert, and that's all she wrote. Theo moves on in the losers bracket, and Illusions unfortunately does go home, but he had a great weekend. Very respectable 7th place.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, he was in winner's side until just right before top 8. Lost to Dragon, then lost to, beat Silver Eye, then lost to Theo. So Dragon and Theo, 2 of the best in the world. Illusions lost to them, but other than that, fantastic tournament. And I love the arrow pick.
Oh yeah, I do. And look at this first match. This really set the momentum for Theo down to nothing, looking for anything. And Theo recognizes the arrow load and just takes advantage of it.
But that really could have gone Illusion's way. And if it had, this whole thing would have been a different story.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Theo closing it out with that monster execution of his, the patience.
So Theo moves on. That means that his next match in Losers is going to be against Forever King. Theo versus Forever King, 2 of the best from Injustice 1. Still in Injustice 2, same way. But first, we're going to go to the last of the first round of top 8 losers. That will be Sonic Fox versus P&D Madsen.
Madsen, the pop-off king of the weekend.
Yeah.
Just destroying the stage any chance he gets. Just, I don't understand how this man is still in this tournament so many times on the brink of defeat and just somehow clutches it out.
It's so tough to make a last-minute comeback in a game where anything does chip damage.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
but he did it. And more than a few times. I feel like there were 5 or 6 this weekend of him just making absurd comebacks.
And here he is against Max Ninja. His reaction, the way he pops off, the hype, the energy from this man.
And look at this one. He was way down in life there. He made the comeback. You can see the result.
And pay attention to the chair. Oh, no. The amazing pop-off. The sell by DMS. There's no way DMS took that lightly.
That man's face. He won it. Oh, and the
won
little
it.
eye scratch. Oh, boy. You can see how much it matters to him coming here from Germany and making top 8.
That's a big trip to take to not make top 8.
For sure. Let's take another look at that.
Yeah, guys, pay close attention to the slow-mo, the hit to the shin, knocking him over, and one more time just for good measure. Right in the shin. No way that didn't hurt.
All right, well, DMS somehow survived from the Chero to the knee.
And here comes Sonic Fox. The man, the myth, the legend. Has the Katana Prime face on. Does his nice little flary entrance. Loving the crowd. Everyone loves this kid. The nicest, most dominant player in the NRS scene.
Yeah.
Look at him in full furry gear. Hat and tail and everything.
In his first year of college. He's a youngster.
Yes, he is. And a little secret a lot of you might not know at home, the end of his hat, those little ears do squeak when you squeeze them.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
It is annoying. And here's a guy that you've all come to grow and love at home, watching him, defeating his opponents. Oh,
Feeding the crowd right now.
he loves it. And listen to this heavy metal. You'd definitely expect it from a German player as hype as Madsen.
Is this Rammstein?
Whoa. He just really doesn't like chairs.
No, man, this guy in chairs.
And he wants the crowd to get hyped. Look at the energy. Look at the emotion. He is ready to take out Sonic Fox. He doesn't care who this man is. He doesn't care who pays his bills.
He has beaten all the odds this weekend, and you can't discount him from doing it yet again. So many major comebacks. Last little pixels of comebacks, and he's done it with a few different characters. You know, we've seen the Atrocitus from him, we've seen the Bane from him, we've seen the Dark Side too. And for Sonic Fox, he said that he was going to take this thing with Dark Side the whole tournament before the week started.
Oh yeah, he was very confident in the Dark Side, very confident in that pick. And I feel like half the reason why he's in losers is because he showed his cards to Theo in, playing him in an online set. He did defeat him 5-2, but he kind of gave Theo his homework assignment. He showed Theo everything Darkseid could do, and Theo just kind of took it in and said, all right, how can I deal with this?
Right.
When can I push block? When can I jump back one? And Theo, it wasn't too decisive, those 2 Darkseid matches, but Theo clutched it out.
Sure.
He beat him, and Sonic Fox was down 2-0, and he was not comfortable with staying with Darkseid. Tried to run a Black Adam, and in that last match, Theo absolutely destroyed him.
And he's played Darkseid and Black Adam throughout the tournament. A lot of Black Adam since he was sent to the loser side.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we'll see what the picks are going to be here for the two. Sonic Fox on the one-player side, Madsen on the second.
Madsen's going to most likely go with Atrocitus. He's been playing Atrocitus as the starting character almost the entire weekend. He does have a pocket Darkseid, but I feel like it's not going to be as effective on Sonic Fox as it was for everyone else.
He started a couple of matches with Bane and then switched away to Atrocitus. So yeah, I like him starting off with Atrocitus here.
And Sonic Fox not playing any games, going straight to Black Adam. He is sick of Darkseid, doesn't want him to cost 2 more matches in a set ever again.
Again, this is losers.
And this crowd is
check
behind,
buttons here, but
this crowd is behind Madsen right now. I can feel the energy. I can hear the screaming and the chanting for Madsen.
well, how can you not be, considering what he's done this weekend? The amazing comebacks, amazing play. He's been a blast to watch, both in the game and out of the game. Oh, you can hear it there. You know who the crowd's supporting. And on the other side, you mentioned how nice Sonic Fox is. Truly a nice little boy. But he's also been so dominant for so long.
Yeah, everyone's sick.
Nobody
of watching
wants
him
to see him win.
Everyone's so sick of watching him win. He's just too consistent. And I feel like if Sonic Fox does win and he goes for the hug, I think Madsen's just going to pick him up and body slam him or toss him over those ropes, because that Sonic Fox has just been doing that to just slowly kill everyone inside. After he defeats you, knocks you out of the tournament, he wants a hug for some reason.
Down one was the intention at the start there for Madsen, looking for the grounded approach from Sonic Fox, but instead jumping in, Sonic Fox starting all that off, half-life gone for Atrocitus already, and he's cornered. No chance to get the cat out either. This is just a blow-up.
Sonic Fox keeping him at bay with a down 1. However, he puts himself in the corner. Dexstar is out. This trait can shoot as long as Atrocitus is free to move.
It doesn't deal very well with the ground, with the low lightning. But hey, that was just a dominant round from Sonic Fox. He put himself in the corner and then allowed bad things to happen. But other than that, completely controlling this match.
All right, great down 1 by Madsen, and he converts, gets a little bit of damage, nothing too great.
Oh, he went for the big risk. He knew he had meter. Didn't go for a clash.
Yeah, I think Madsen was just completely content with his puddle being blocked, and Sonic Fox fully punishing it. And Sonic Fox, of course, was ready to deal the damage.
Oh, flips out. A lot of damage. No clash, of course, he just used it.
And I think the decision to flip out in that situation was only merely because Dexstar was out. He didn't want to waste his time with Dexstar being out and then going down to cooldown, so he was so desperate to get back in the neutral game.
Sonic Fox has just done almost everything right. This is going to be no, almost for the kill. And then the delay. Okay, took a risk. Huge road ahead here. You can't get touched at all. Yeah, even by that. Although he did evade it. Okay. All right.
He's just got to evade a few more trades. He should be able to close this bar out.
Come on, what was that? Did you see that dude on the other side? Well, that'll do it.
Uh-oh.
Or not.
Still there. Trade is there. Trade is active. And it doesn't matter. Sonic Fox pretty much in control that whole time, except for that little scramble at the end.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was sweating it at all. Maybe he is. I don't know. Look at that face.
Whenever he gets into losers, it's happened a few times in his tournament life. Whenever he does, he becomes an absolute beast, and you can tell his focus is there in a way that it's not when he's in winner's side. He plays great in winner's side, but you know, he can mess around a little bit here and there. Loser side is all business.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the first year for MKX at EVO, Sonic Fox did enter top 8 in the loser side of the bracket, and he came out the victor at the end.
Did not do the work.
Look at this display, this excellent display of execution by Sonic Fox. Just mauling Madsen right now. And that was such an amazing decision to jump over to the other side to keep Madsen in the corner, not put him back in there. He does not want to let off this oppression. He wants to just keep him there.
And the way he's been playing has really neutralized Dexstar. There has been many opportunities to get the cat in business. And the forward 2 control, wow, great block. But the footsies of Atrocitus haven't been a big deal either, because Black Adam's been either way away or way up close, but they are not that great. Big punish, has a chance to clash. Yeah, there it is. He waited until Sonic Fox used the trade.
compliment.
So that'll be gone for a while.
Yeah, the trait will be gone, but unfortunately, Dextar's timer does go back to 0. If you look down at the bottom of the screen, Madsen has to wait that entire time for him to summon the cat.
There it is. Great spacing. Oh boy.
That was a big drop, and Sonic Fox is going to make you pay for it. Goes for the orb setup in the corner. Doesn't get much out of it. Gets the cross up and knocks Madsen out of the air, knowing that his only option was to air tech out of there.
Down 2. Okay, he's going to get the cat out, but there's the trait. And there's the down 1. And this is a blow-up so far.
Sonic Fox has not lost his first bar yet. And those are 2 very, very clean victories.
Madsen's been in this situation before, being down 0-2, although not with that dominant of a performance by his opponent. That was just destruction in both games. So he has to make a major comeback here, and he's got to do it against somebody who is just playing fantastically.
Begin.
It's going to be really hard to do against a player the skill caliber of Sonic Fox. Again, Sonic Fox hitting the first hit. And, you know, I feel like Madsen's just getting a little desperate here. He's summoning Dextar in very unsafe situations, and Sonic Fox is all over it.
Oh, there before the oil can even did anything at all. This has got to be a punish here. Yes, he gets there in time. The mobility of Black Adam. And we haven't seen almost any of the things that make Atrocitus a good character. Okay, finally, forward 2. Coming in with the footsie string.
All right, here should be a safe summoning of Dextar after that down 2.
And this may be the first Dextar corner control that we've seen this whole set. Third game, finally, it's coming in.
Beautiful throw by Madsen, keeping Sonic Fox in the corner, continuing this combo. Oh,
interrupts. Chip is becoming an issue. Ducked right under it, and he read the jump.
And Madsen finally waking up, getting something on the board. He does not want to go down without a fight. He didn't make it all this way here to top 8 to go down to Sonic Fox that easily.
Just daring Sonic Fox to clash, but at least Dextar is out for him. Now Sonic Fox gets the corner. Dextar doing work.
When Dextar is there, it's almost always Atrocitus' chance and his time to swing.
Again, he's just daring Sonic Fox to clash, and he's not doing it. The whip punish got a clash. Yeah, there it is, finally.
Finally forced the clash, but Madsen in a very good position right now. He needs to keep the momentum going. Is this the only time that Madsen is as godlike as he is when he's down 2-0?
Oh, this is a chance for whip punish. No, not quite. Down 1, interrupts it. Keeps himself safe. Sonic Fox is trying to make something happen. Down 1!
Down 1 puddle, and he didn't quite get the perfect read on that air escape. Sonic Fox using 2 bars to get out of the combo. And look at this damage. Has him in the corner.
And doesn't really have a good chance to get the cat going. This is a big chance now for Madsen. Can he seal it on this no meter?
He's got the cat though. Cat is out. Sonic Fox with a great punish, knowing that the down 2 that hits that
He doesn't
low.
want to clash because he has the cat. Finally, he needs to do so. And that means he's not going to get the cat. On top of that, he's not going to have a ton of life. Will he spend this bar?
The damage output.
That's a tough decision right there, whether you spend the bar or not. He tried it, it didn't work, and Sonic Fox blocked it out, got the punish, moves on 3-0. But that was a very close game. If he had played like that in the first one, maybe a different story. But not until the end did he play as strongly as he could.
I feel like Madsen just wasn't anticipating the damage output of Black Adam correctly. He, thought that it was a regular, fair character that did decent damage, and he was holding on to the clash. The reason he was holding on to the clash is, like you said before, he didn't want to let Dextar go. If you clash, whether you clash or your opponent clashes and your Dextar trade is out, as soon as you come out of the animation, that Dextar the timer goes all the way back down to 0, and you have to wait that whole time to get it back.
Which effectively meant that he wasn't going to get it again that round.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
So,
but if he clashed earlier, might have been a different story.
Maybe a different story. But Madsen's going to be thinking about that on the plane ride back to Germany. It's going to be a tough one.
7th place is very respectable.
It really is, yeah. And he did it with a fantastic weekend overall. So let's now take a break. When we come back, we're going to get to losers quarters. We're going to have Circa Forever King versus EMPR Theo coming up next.
Fire Energy came to me and upgraded my setup. It was absolutely amazing. They got me 2 brand new 4K monitors, and it has definitely stepped up my game.
5-Hour reached out to me. I knew right away that I needed a chair upgrade really badly, and it definitely helped me out a lot. I think 5-Hour Energy and gaming, they make sense together. They're a great pair.
Fire Energy is the best way to go for streamers. That little boost of energy, no doubt about it. It's been freaking awesome.
Grab it, take it, and get right back into the game. Makes a big difference.
Oh yeah.
The Mountain Dew and Origin Super Rig, built by fans for one lucky fan. Tune in to the Dew Twitch channel. Vote weekly on Super Rig components, and you could win the Super Rig itself. Vote, win, rig up.
First, they're sour. Then, they're sweet. New Sour Patch Kids Tropical. Sour, sweet, gone.
I like your hair.
I like yours too. Can I have some?
It's not cool to ask that.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Online dating isn't always rewarding, but Hotels.com is. Instant savings now, free nights later. Hotels.com.
Welcome back to CEO 2017 for Injustice 2. Top 8. We're a little bit into this thing now. We know who's in winners finals. We know who finished 7th place.
We do. We know who got sent home nice and salty, and that is Madsen and Illusions. But 7th place is very respectable, and they're going to get, a good chunk of money and a lot of points for the entire series. And, guys, thank you so much for watching the Injustice 2 Pro Series, brought to you by PlayStation 4. I'm just so excited for this top 8. Finally, a diverse top 8 with not too many Black Adams and Aquaman, but
there's gonna be some though. And this was the biggest tournament for NetherRealm Studios game outside of EVO ever. So getting 7th place is more than respectable. I mean, that's a fantastic showing. We're gonna now see who finishes in 5th as we go to loser's side. Circa Forever King versus EMPR Theo.
Now, these guys are both well-known players back in the Injustice 1 days, many top 8s, and Theo being the only MLG champion for Injustice, and that was a huge feat. That was a big tournament where everyone came out for that, and out in the end, the victor came out to be Theo. But Forever King, I want to say, is probably one of the most consistent players out there in the NRS scene. He just stuck with it. Didn't quite get his footing as a super top player in MK9, but, in Injustice 1, MKX, and right here in Injustice 2, back-to-back top 8s. And Forever King just grinding out matchups, so much knowledge about the game, and, great fundamentals, great reactions.
Yep, with a few different characters he can use at a top level, so he can present different matchups when he needs to, and he's just ready for almost everything. Made it into top 8 winner's side. 3-2 against White Boy, the loss, very close. Could have gone either way. So, Forever King versus Theo. We saw Theo have to switch over to the Aquaman. I'm sure he'd rather play Superman. That's been what he's done basically the whole weekend.
Yeah, that's definitely the character he's more comfortable with.
Favorite character, yeah.
But Illusions put him in a very, very awkward situation, and I'm sure Theo was not anticipating. He definitely wasn't anticipating a Green Arrow to be so relentless as Illusions was, and that was a great pick by Illusions. And if that first match went his way, we might be seeing Illusions sitting next to Forever King, but it didn't. It came down to the wire, and Theo clutched it out with those amazing reactions as he loaded up those arrows.
Yeah, of course, very different story. If you are in a game of counter picks, whoever wins the first game has a giant advantage because that means that you can then pick the last matchup that comes out, and that can be in your favor. That's how it was for Theo. So Theo ends up taking that one, and it's good to see that he does have more than the Superman in case something goes wrong. Green Arrow is not as commonly seen at high level yet.
Oh yeah.
And so that may be the first interaction that he had with that kind of a level of arrow. But presenting the different matchup, again, very important. Most people at this level of play have at least a couple of different characters that they can use well, just to make sure that they're not going to be in a bad position. And he can do that too. But Forever King, I think, is excellent at that. Forever King, hard to say he has a main, right? In MKX, in Injustice 1. He likes the Batman, obviously, but other than that, yeah, he's wherever he needs to be.
I mean, look at this top 8. I feel like no one here has just stuck with one character the whole way, or very few players can stick with a character the whole way. It's very matchup dependent, you know, especially and in a game where, you know, execution isn't super tough to get in a game like Injustice, which is why it's a very easy game to pick out. It's more about matchup knowledge. It's more about game knowledge, making correct reads and picking up on player tendencies. So it's so easy to pick up that one character that'll cover all your bad matchups. And, you know, Slayer's going back and forth between Black Adam and Aquaman, Theo back and forth between Superman and Aquaman.
Yep.
And I feel like it's just everyone just at least has a pocket Aquaman.
Yeah, right. Dragon with Poison Ivy, Aquaman, Sonic Fox, Black Adam, Darkseid. He used Deadshot in Combo Breaker.
Yeah, I didn't see any Deadshot this weekend.
I haven't seen that. But I don't know. You never know. I'm sure he's keeping that character alive. Maybe the only one who I've seen really stick with the same character is White Boy. But guess what? White Boy is in Winners Finals.
I guess he doesn't need to do it.
I mean, look, it's a new game, and we're still all figuring things out. Is it necessary to have multiple characters? Right now it seems that way, but long term, who knows? Which characters are the best? Right now we have an idea, but maybe it won't end up being like that. Things will change. Even without changes to the game itself, the way that we play games always evolves over time. It never ends up in the same way that it starts.
That's very true. Everyone wishes they can go back in time and just go to that day one, knowing everything that they know now.
For sure.
You know, knowledge is a huge, huge factor in playing any fighting game.
It's a process. So is getting the PS4 going.
Yeah, guys, just bear with us.
And then on the other side, Dragon versus Sonic Fox. That's going to be a fun one to watch too.
Oh yeah, we've seen those two players go at it time and time again throughout the entire course of the MKX circuit. And you know, Sonic Fox was usually considered to be Dragon's demon, but you know, this is a new game. Sonic Fox does have a slight edge, being a very successful Injustice 1 player, which Dragon isn't. And let's see how Dragon adapts. Dragon's been playing a lot more Aquaman instead of Poison Ivy. And, you know, a lot of people will concur that Aquaman is just a stronger character. Very solid, amazing anti-air, a trait that gets you out of combos. How is that? I mean, that's what's so amazing about this game is that every character has a very unique spin on themselves, very unique thing that you don't really see in many fighting games. You know, Batman has mechanical bats. In what fighting game do you have the opportunity to apply offense while still blocking? Aquaman can just drop himself out of combos. It's insane.
Yeah, a big part of why I liked Injustice 1 so much and still like Injustice 2 so much is that there is that variety. Everybody's crazy, right? Everybody has wild options that in context of other games would seem way too good, but in a game where everybody has crazy options, nobody's that crazy.
Yeah, kind of levels out the playing field.
Right, and it's really enjoyable as the player to have crazy options at your disposal. It's just a fun thing. It allows for strategy that you often don't see in other games. But we're finally going to get into this thing. Losers quarterfinals, Forever King versus Theo.
Now, you didn't mention Forever King's choice of Batman if he did have to go up against an Aquaman. And very interesting, Forever King with the very unsafe stuff gets the back 2 slide cancel. Now, normally back 2-3 does end in an overhead, so Forever King cancels and goes to the low. Very tricky stuff.
I love him bringing it out right at the start. It's just a way to establish that, look, Theo, this is going to be wild, all right? Expect the unexpected.
Establish momentum and definitely get that first hit, which he did. He was awarded a meter for it.
Right. A lot of benefit to getting that first meter.
He's got to bait Theo out to doing some kind of down 2 in a terrible spot. Great conversion with the grapple. Now, Theo did use the trait because his feet are on the ground. He does come out of that combo that normally does continue.
Yeah, part of why this was considered tough for Batman in the last game is that a lot of Batman's combos are starting with him keeping the opponent grounded for the first several hits, and that allows Aquaman to fall out.
Exactly. Oh, the down 2 trades with the mechanical bat, so Theo isn't able to convert. And a great block by Forever King, ready to block that jump in 2, but Theo closes out the first bar with a back 1-2-3.
Theo picking his spots really well. You can see that blocking from the deep allows the opponent to move. It has a lot of recovery on it, and it's not that fast itself, so it's not like he can keep pumping them out. Look at that damage, even on the trait.
So when the trait is active from Aquaman, he does come out of combos, but everything he blocks does full damage as if he got hit. Yeah. It just doesn't give him the hit stun. Forever King's so smart, realizing it and doing his back 2-3. Theo not challenging it.
Okay, well, here's Forever King now playing the game he wants to play.
Oh, Forever King's so close to converting into a full combo.
Turned on the trait just in case. Didn't come up. Look at that meter on Batman's side. All 4 ready to go if he needs them. Only 1 on Theo's side. Wouldn't expect 4. No, it's 2.
2 bars. First one gets you 10. First one gets you 15. Second one gets you 10%. For a total of 25. Forever King blocking from the deep and punishing with slide. Very smart awareness. Knowing exactly how far slide's going to go. And watch out for the mechanical bat. He sends it out. Theo all over it. Trying to disrespect Forever King after the forward 3. Forever King has the mechanical bats out.
Try to anti-air with the bat, no.
And look at all that meter that Theo has. 3 bars ready to go. And he's got Clash. He can get back as much health as he wants. He can either get back 15, 25, or 30%. He opts to go 2 bars, 25% back. Theo in the life lead now. Forever King in a really bad spot.
Forever King dashed up to that range where his back 1-2-3 string is so strong.
Now, right now, with Theo's anticipating, he's anticipating the parry. He doesn't want.
Oh, this is going to be huge. What's the setup afterward?
No Clash, but he can air tech out. Doesn't do it.
Didn't have that meter to make anything else happen. So now this is a big advantage situation for Theo. Now any chip will do it. Oh, he doesn't get it. And the hits keep coming in.
Forever King clutching it out with a jump over, cross up, jump in 2. Very great decision. Theo so close to closing that out. I don't see him going to character select. He wants to hit rematch. He had it. He knew he had it. It was just one terrible decision.
Okay, hitting Batman, as you can see, gets rid of the mechanical bats. One major way to deal with them. Okay, over.
Great air sparkle by Forever King to avoid the tentacle strike. Baiting Theo out to do it, but unfortunately doesn't capitalize. He might have been able to slide in that distance, but looks like Forever King didn't want to take the chance, or maybe he knows something we don't.
I love it. First hit of the string, the low string.
Great blocks.
And just staggered into the rest.
Yeah, great blocks by Theo there. Trying to get something going with the tentacle striking. Forever King keeping his composure, but he's losing little more life. Every tentacle strike he blocks. The tentacle strike does track automatically. Theo doesn't have to adjust anything. It just automatically goes to his opponent.
Trying to meter burn through something. Didn't come. So here's the grab.
Here's the grab. What's going to be the mix-up on Wake Up? Sends out the bat. Goes for the back 2-3. Theo correctly blocks it, knowing that the second hit is an overhead.
Bat is in play. He can control things. Oh, but the meter burn roll comes out. I love how Theo's used that.
We might see a down 2 trident rush. No, Theo being very respectful.
Back to the zoning game here for Aquaman. That's the intention, at least. Batman's gonna have to chase. Over it!
Oh, that down 1 catches Batman airborne, and he combos in with the meter burn trident rush. Very good decision by Theo. That down 1 at Aquaman has so much range, and it's so fast.
Yeah, that kind of trade is not going to be good for Forever King in the long term.
Oh, Theo wasn't ready to connect. He tried to go for a reset there with the back two. Wasn't necessary. He could have just comboed right into back 1-2. Unfortunately, didn't react fast enough.
Tried to catch Batman as he lands. That's happened a couple of times now. Yeah, push block just to get the opponent away.
Amazing push block by Theo because he knew he was going to eat a lot of damage there because the stray was active. Forever King looking for something, any stray hit.
Over it? No. So last round on this game for both.
Yeah, both players do have their clash. You can see the shield icon on the top of the screen. And there, Forever King using his clash.
That was the end of the combo. But maybe he'd just like to get the life back.
He might have thought that Theo probably wasn't going to give him another opportunity to clash there.
Right.
But I kind of agree it might have been a little too soon to clash, especially right there. It's such a tiny little combo.
Right. Aquaman can certainly be very damaging, just not in that situation. Push blocks again, so straight into push block has been the answer for Theo the last couple of times. Great block, low, activate, low again.
Theo blocking for days, a little disrespectful there on the